Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this video on how to make a robot, and I'm in a really big hurry because my camera can only film so much. So let's get started. First you take 2 rubber bands at a time. You go from that peg to that one, and then you go from the middle peg to the other side. So far it looks like this. Now you do 2 at a time all the time on this. You go down the sides twice. So that one to that one. And then you want to do that on the next side too. You want to get those 2 right there. And once again, I know I say this a lot, but I just want to make sure you guys know because I made that mistake a couple times. You go 2 at a time. So then you go down the middle twice. Then after you go down the middle, you're going to close the head off by doing 2 bands connecting to the middle. Okay, now you have the head done. Well, the shape of the head done. Now you're going to do the neck. Using 2 at a time. Again, you're just going to put a line right there. And then that's the neck. Because in this video, if you don't make the neck, it'll look more like a snowman than a robot. So now you, once again, taking 2 at a time, go make a shoulder, then make obviously another shoulder, and then you go down 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And then you do that in the middle and on the other side too. So I'm just going to go sides and then the middle. If I'm going too fast for you, I'm sorry. You can just pause the video and do all of that. My camera won't let me post it to YouTube if it's too long. So now that you're done with the body, made the middle and the sides, you can close it up by doing that. Now you want to close it up on both sides, just so you know. Now, what you do, how to make the leg. I already made mine, but for what you're going to do right here, is you're going to take 1 single rubber band, loop it once, and then put it on the loom. So you already did this, so yeah. Then, for this one right here, this is the leg. You're going to take 2 rubber bands and then loop it, then put it right there. So it's just the same design. Okay? And this is the arm. And the arm is even easier. You take, and at the end of them, you get any kind of rubber band. I used blue. And you loop it 4 times. So it would look like this. Yeah, so you do that 4 times. And then you want to loop it. So you go under the one you looped 4 times, and you want to do that. And there's going to be a lot of tension here just because, you enclose these bands, so it's going to be hard. Anyways, so by the time you relieve your tension and move it forward, you should see the teardrop forming. If it's still tight, you want to put that in the bottom and loop it. Now, you loop this one. This one, the tension should be way, hardly any tension, but still, don't push it. Anyways, how to make the arm, you do this and put one right here, and then you just get one other single and then do it and put it right there, then you cap it. So the same as the leg, but the leg uses 2 on the bottom. Okay, now you're going to loop the leg. And the leg, the first loop has a lot of tension, so you're going to have to definitely be careful for that and watch for that. So you loop. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Sorry, I'm just drop my hook. Okay then, so like I said, there's a lot of tension, and you got to be careful with tension because if you don't fix it at the right away, it will break your bands. And if that happens, then I mean it's not that big of a deal with the leg because the leg is very tiny, but it still definitely does get annoying. I've had to do that a whole bunch of times, so it's definitely not the funnest part. Okay, now that you have that, you're going to take it off the loom. This is the arm that I just probably messed up, but I'm going to try to fix it anyway. And okay, this is the arm and the leg that we just made and removed off the loom. Sorry I'm not giving you very great instruction. Okay, so you need to get the arms and put them on your loom, reaching in those holes with your hook. And you need to put it on the shoulder, so this peg. I made this creation by myself, so I wanted to share my ideas with you guys. Okay, now that you got all those on the top four, okay, so now you want to get this part right here, the very bottom of the bow, which is going to be kind of hard, and you connect it with one band and loop it around 4 times as a capping band, and I just got it twice, so yeah. Alright, now we gotta make the eye. The eye is very simple. You just get a yellow or whichever color you're using, wrap it around 4 times, and then you can get a gray because it's going on the body, double it, and then carefully with your hook transfer those two onto each other. Okay, try to get it centered too, just because if you don't, it'll be off-centered and no fun. So, I already made my second one, so if you need more instruction on how to do it, just go back in the video and you can see. But, if you already made 2, you get another single, and then do that, double it, well yeah, double it, I just said, and then you switch, hold on, I might have messed it up. Nope, I saved it. You switch the eyes onto the gray one. Now you just have to tighten it so it just looks normal. So you get one rubber band and double it, and then put it. And you do that with the whole entire body, just so it looks tight and not loose. Okay, now that you have all of that done, you just need to loop up. So from here all the way to here, loop up. Okay, so now that you have the body done, you got to make sure you hoop all of that, because if you don't, then it'll ruin the whole thing. And then you loop the chin peg, and then you go to the very bottom and find the first 2, and then loop it to where it goes. And then you go back in and find the other 2 and find it to where it goes. And then you can go back in one more time, and it should lead to the middle. And then after you do that, you loop all the sides and loop it. And then, okay, so now that you have that done, you can, now that you have that done, you grab 2 color, or you could get gray, or you could get blue. It's all up to you. And then you go under all of these bands, under all of them, and then you switch it out to the side. Then you hook your two bands on. Oops, sorry. You hook, cheesy, can't. You hook your 2 things up, and you got to make sure it catches every one, or else it'll ruin the bracelet, just because, you know. And now we're going to try to do the slip knot. So what you do now is you get it, and then you kind of take over at this one, and then you'll see it forming like this. Then once you do that, you want to pull and make sure you see it get tighter, and the tighter it is the smaller it'll get tighter the smaller. Now you take it off. Now you want to take it off the loom, starting from the bottom to the top, just because I don't know why. So you want to start, gotta make sure you can't just go, I'll get the sides and then the middle, because then it'll stretch out your bands. And when you do go in to get them, if you leave any behind, it will stretch the bands, and then it'll just look ugly. So definitely try not to do that, and see, like I just did there. But it doesn't, I don't know, it won't ruin it. It'll just stretch the bands out, and it'll make it look a little bit uglier for sure. Just because, you don't want a stretched out band, because then it just doesn't look as nice and tight. Okay, so now that you're almost done, you just gotta take it all off, and since you put those holding rubber bands on, if you caught every single one, if you didn't, this part will ruin it. So just try to make sure you got every single one, and that's the robot. I know this video is kind of fast, and see what I was talking about, mine caught on a few, but I hope you guys has turned out a little better. I'm sorry I went fast on this video. My recorder only lets me record a certain amount of time, and I looked at the seconds instead of the minutes, and it said 25, so I thought I was at 25 minutes and was in a rush to get over it. But I definitely will probably make another video, not here in a while, just to go by more, because once again, I'm sorry for the, I'm sorry that I went so fast and that I didn't go through everything with you. So please subscribe if you want, and I hope you liked the video, and I hope you love how your loom robot turned out. Thank you, and have a nice day.